This is KCAL, Norwalk, Los Angeles.
Welcome to Love Connection, where old-fashioned romance meets modern-day technology. Where you hear all the intimate details of a first date. And now, here's your host, Chuck Flurry.
Thank you. Let's get started by meeting our first guest. He's originally from Toledo, Ohio. He prefers that women drive on dates, and he says that lately he's had some pretty bizarre dating experiences. And he thinks that his social life would be better if he could turn back the clock to his high school years. Please welcome Scott Alex. Hey, Scott. Thank you. So, I take it that you dated a lot in high school, is that right?
Oh, I never dated in high school.
Never did?
Never even went to a prom. The girls told me pretty ugly. Well, I had basic acne, glasses, braces. I was short, ugly.
So it didn't...
Ugly.
I feel badly about this. I do. Don't you? Well, now, why do you want to turn back the clock? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think I've matured a little bit now. I think, my dates lately, I've been getting some pretty good dates lately. Yeah. So I want to go back to those high school days and date the kind of girls that always stood me up.
So, I mentioned earlier that you had bizarre experiences.
Yeah, bizarre. Well, if you want to call this one bizarre. Took a girl out to dinner. She had a little stuffed rat. It had a fuzzy, soiled look to it. Put it on the table. She was feeding the rat. She was giving the rat some of her wine.
This is on your date?
This is on my date. This really happened. Really happened. Then another time, I parked my car on a hill, went inside a girl's house, had a nice little time, walked back out, my car was gone. I left the emergency brake off and rolled down the hill, hit a phone pole.
We're going to show you the women that Scott had to choose from. Don't forget, you're going to pick the woman that you think's best for him. First was Rosie. She describes herself as vivacious, spunky, ambitious. Her interests range from whitewater rafting to ballet. She's looking for a guy who doesn't mind doing something unusual on a date, but here's something he better not talk about.
I don't like talking about sex on the first date. Well, you know, guys are making innuendos about, I don't know, guys... Guys start talking about sex on the first day, like, get out of town.
Next, there's Tracy. She meets most of her dates through friends and relatives. She's looking for a man who's at least 27 years old, likes cats, and will get along with her 10-year-old niece. Here's what Tracy doesn't want.
I don't want someone who doesn't care enough about how they look, because I always try to look, you know, as presentable as I can be, and I don't want someone next to me wearing a plaid shirt and polka dot shorts or something like that. It just doesn't do it.
All right, finally, Lisa's originally from Moorhead, Kentucky. I went to college in Moorhead, Kentucky. Nothing. No, forget it. She thinks that men really like her southern accent. She'd like to find a guy who will help her eat more healthy foods. And here's what happened to Lisa on a recent date.
He was so in love with his car. He didn't want, it was so funny, I couldn't touch anything. I had to sit there, you know. And of course, you know, I want to touch everything, so I had to sit on my hands. So I wouldn't touch everything. Every time he had drumsticks in his car. He played the drums on his steering wheel. So every time I touched something, he'd smack my head.
Kind of makes me miss Moorhead all over again. All right, those are the three women Scott had to choose from. It's time for you to make your choice. Who do you think would be the best lady for him? Take a break. When we come back, we'll meet the woman that Scott selected. Hear everything that happened on that date. We'll do it in 2 and 2. Be right back.
I can't seem to forget you. Your wind song stays on my mind.
Wind Song by Prince Machiavelli.
Fluffy, jerky treats. Jerky treats.
It's the real meat in jerky treat strips dogs go jerky for.
Wipe your feet.
I see someone's been shopping at the Broadway.
Want to see something pretty?
Ooh, lingerie no less. Very nice. What else do they have?
All the Olga and Warner intimate apparel you could possibly want. And then some.
I love the way this feels. You must have spent a fortune.
No way. It's the Broadway semi-annual lingerie sale.
Sale? How come you always find out about these great sales?
I listen.
Save 25 to 40% on Warner and Olga lingerie at the Broadway.
At your Dodge dealer, the spirit of family togetherness always shows. It shows in the roomy, comfortable Dodge Spirit. With plenty of zip on the outside, plenty of room inside, including the most rear seat legroom in its class and a spacious trunk. And Spirit gives you plenty of value, too. In fact, compared to the competition, it's the best value in its class. So hurry in and Spirit your family away for as low as $10,535 today. See your Dodge dealer, where the spirit always shows.
There are two ways to get the flavor of the Southwest. Go to the Southwest or go to Sizzler for grilled chicken marinated fajita style, a juicy, fresh-cut sirloin steak, and grilled shrimp basted in mesquite sauce. 3 deliciously distinctive flavors all on one plate. Sizzler's new Southwestern Grill, the flavor of the Southwest without the price of airfare.
Boy, do I hate to start a day like this. Oh, my God. Now I'm really embarrassed.
If you've had a bad day, take your hat off and relax with Barney Miller. Weeknights at 11.
All right, we're back. Scott's going to tell us who he selected.
I selected Lisa.
They haven't seen each other since their date. We always hear both sides. Say hello to Lisa Anderson. Hey, Lisa. How you doing?
Fine.
Now, Lisa, how long has it been since you've been back to Moorhead? Tell me the truth.
I was born in Moorhead, Chuck. I have no memory of Moorhead whatsoever. I went to school at Eastern Kentucky University, and I grew up in Campbellsville, Kentucky.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you about it sometime.
Okay.
Well, let's get down to business here. Tell me about the date.
Okay, it started off disastrous. I was supposed to pick Lisa up at 10 o'clock.
And you picked her up at?
Well, I woke up at 10:30.
So you immediately called her, right?
I got in my car.
Oh.
Got in my car, drove it down the driveway. The car blew up. Water pump was gone. So I borrowed my roommate's car. I drove that. Lisa lives about an hour away. It started raining.
Like the rest of the dates you described earlier.
Yeah, well, see.
What time did you get to her house?
I got there about 1:31, 3.5 hours later.
Lisa? Had he not called you or anything, Lisa?
He called me about...
Yeah, I called about 3 times.
Yeah, he called me about 10:30.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
To ask me to drive up to where he lives. And now... I was like, no way.
Well, he gets to your house. What do you think?
Well, I was watching in my roommate's window, and he kept going to the wrong houses. So I was watching him go from house to house, and I was kind of getting tickled. And so when he came in, I said hello, and I was kind of cranky at first, but he kind of has a real mischievous grin. He kind of gave me this Dennis the Menace look and kind of kicked his feet like, I'm really sorry I'm late, you know, so I thought, well, I'm going to have a good time, so I'm going to blow this off. You know, I don't want to ruin the whole date just because of, just because of this.
What did you think when you saw her in person?
Oh, well, you know, it was good to see a living person after 3.5 hours of being lost on the freeway. I was impressed. You know, it was great. She had little dogs running around her legs. Nice legs, too. She had very nice legs. So she was wearing sweatpants, so they weren't tight enough. I miss that.
So now what did you do?
Well, gosh, we decided to go play pool.
Why not?
You know,
what could happen there?
What could happen? You know, all I could do was lose some more money to Lisa playing pool. So we were at the pool hall for a little. They said we only have, we waited half an hour. They had a private party coming in 15 minutes. We learned about this after waiting there. So we couldn't play the pool. Well, I guess we did play a little game, and I got to see Lisa bend over and shoot, and that made it worthwhile right there. And we were hungry, so we went to eat some sushi. And the sushi man was in love with Lisa. Made her paper objects. He said he was in love with her. And then I knew something was kind of turning around because Lisa started feeding me sushi with her chopsticks.
One piece. Just one piece.
What? Tell me about this, Lisa.
Well, he wanted to try, you know, the piece I had, so I fed it to him, and he tried to feed me, and I was like, no way, keep those chopsticks away from me. With your luck, you're liable to poke my eye out, and I wasn't ready to take that chance.
I don't disagree with you on that.
He went to Lisa's place, and I thought, finally, a little romance, a little intimacy. So I
like a sensitive way. We went to Lisa's place, and I thought, finally. So I don't know whether I would have been quite that exuberant or not. Just maybe, this would be nice.
Yeah.
This was the most disastrous date I've ever been on with probably the nicest guy.
That seemed to work out anyway. Let's take a look and see what the audience put forward. Oh, they got Lisa 57%. You want to ask her out again?
Actually, I'd love to ask her out again. Sure, Lisa. Would you like to go out?
Will you take me on a real date with plans?
I'll drive. I'll drive.
Okay, sure.
Come on out, Lisa. Lisa from Campbellsville, Kentucky.
Yeah, baby.
My goodness. Well, it's nice to have you both on the show. I hope this date works out good for you. I really do. You have something to look forward to anyway. We'll be back in just a moment.
About what to give for the holidays? How about Scratcher and Lotto tickets?